Hello, Vijay Martins, licensed marriage and family therapist, couples therapist. Today, let's talk about those annoying behaviors that your ADHD partner has that seems addictive. It could be they're overly obsessed with sugar, caffeine, nicotine, or some hard substance, or just simply some experiences like porn watching, video games, social media, or sex. So maybe you are battling with this, that you feel you can never win with the above or more than that, things that your partner is obsessed and hyper focused on, that is taking it away from you and your relationship. It almost feels like there's a third or a fourth in the relationship. I get it. So the ADHD brains have lower levels of a neurotransmitter that is associated arm in arm with dopamine. We all know dopamine is the thing that helps control the brain's reward and pleasure center. So people with ADHD, they are chemically wired to seek more pleasure, more stimulation, more new things. And adults with ADHD have a higher prevalence of substance abuse disorders compared to those who without. It is a very sad reality. It's a challenge for people with ADHD, but there are ways to treat and prevent and support. So what's that for you? You're the partner of people with ADHD, while your partner is maybe engaged and in denial of those behaviors or those tendencies, and they're not even seeing how that impacting you. Most of the people I heard from the partner with ADHD, the thing that frustrating them the most is I can't get through my partner. No matter how many times I tell them how's that impacting me and our relationship, no matter how many times I complain about it, as if there's something blocking us, they just can't hear me and see me. How frustrating and infuriating, right? So what can you do about that? Well, you probably know what I'm going to say as a somatic psychotherapist. I will invite you to come back to the source with me. Take a moment to ground your feet onto the floor. So if you're familiar with the four corner of the feet, here's the balls of your feet, here's the heel of your feet. One, two, three, four. You want to put your feet on the floor and you want to balance your weight on the four corners until you find a place your weights are equally distributed. And now let our sit bone be welcomed and embraced by the chairs beneath you. And if you have a backrest, let your back be supported as well. When you're in this place, you may notice there's some more room inside of your body. And let the air fill in your belly, your rib cage, and your lungs and go the way up. And when you exhale, drop your chest and squeeze your rib cage and your belly in all directions. And take a couple of those long and deep cleansing breaths to connect with your source until you notice your sensations in the body. I'm noticing a little bit heat rising inside of me and feeling a little bit moist on my skin. How about you? When you think about those incidents, those struggles that you have with your partner with ADHD on their seemingly addictive behaviors, what's coming up for you? Maybe you notice a tightness across your chest, which is a symbol of tension. And maybe you notice some sweaty palms or heat on your face, around your face, or your arms, your extremities want to move. That's generally symbolizing, suggesting some anger and frustration. Maybe you notice this like heavy weight in your stomach that's dragging you down, that you cannot lift up your chest. That symbolizes sadness and grief. So what is that for you? Oh, you may have stomach butterflies. That's a sign of anxiety. All of those sensations are human and welcome. And they give you information about emotions that you're feeling in your limbic system. We named a few: sadness, hurt, anger, frustration, anxiety, and maybe guilt and shame. They're all welcome. Now, after you connect with your body and with your emotions, any thoughts coming for you? Do you have any judgment towards your partner, about yourself? Any negative predictions about your relationship? Some of my clients may say, well, I feel hopeless and helpless, that I feel so stuck. There's no way for me to get out of this loop, and I don't know what to do. I tried hard to stop them from getting into those substances. I tried hard to tell them my feelings and my needs. They're not listening to me. I see there is a blind between us. Doesn't matter how much I talk and even yell and repeat, they simply cannot hear me. I hear you. This happens a lot. And somehow they go to my office after a couple sessions. They can hear their partner what they have been repeating for thousands of times. Why? There's no magic. They have to be ready to hear it. And the mental state they're in and the nervous system state they're in really make a difference. So I invite you to write down all those sensations and feelings and thoughts and your needs. What is that your need from your partner? It could be, I need sex. I want you to be healthy. I want us to have a long life together to raise our children and see our children getting married and having grandchildren. It could be, I want to be emotionally close to you. I want to know your world. I want to be the source of stimulation for you, not caffeine or sugar. Legit. You can have all those desires, write them down. And the next thing you want to do is to set aside a time for you and your partner when there's no time pressure, you're well rested and fed, and the children are taken care of. You may have to get some external help for that. And you are ready to sit and to be with each other and listen to each other. Invite your partner for a date and put yourself in a place where you are also open to receive and listen to what your partner has to say. And notice and having some strategies you may want to practice with a therapist or a friend before you have this, what we call confrontation. So you know when you get disoriented and dysregulated, you know how to bring yourself back to your source, like what we just did. You can touch with your feet, with your back, and with your sit bone and breath. Noticing yourself. No matter how much your partner trying to deny your thoughts and feelings and needs, you know that this belongs to you. It does not change. Just because it cannot see you doesn't mean you don't exist and your needs doesn't matter. Stay true to yourself. And once you have this opportunity to speak to your partner about what you really feel and need, and even they get defensive, you can take a break and ask to come back when he's ready to hear or she's ready to hear. This is your first step to get in touch with reality for everyone. So nobody is in delusion anymore that this is not a problem, because it is a problem. If this is a problem for you and your relationship, it's a problem for them as well, because they're in this with you together. And you can assess based on their response to your stating of your needs and your emotions if this is the right relationship for you and if you need some help. And what's coming might be really strenuous and difficult. Generally need the support of a professional to guide you through either individual or a couple therapist to guide you through emotionally separate from your partner and to differentiate from your partner, to stay true to your needs and your thoughts and feelings, and to see and be curious about theirs. From their from this place, you can build a much healthier relationship and more fulfilling one. Let me know if I can help you with anything to provide any guidance and consultation or referrals. Until next